Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be the last one of this series, so I want to finish this series with this one. It's going to be a pretty simple one. It's going to be just to show you some stuff about the queue. Sorry if that would take some time, that I did some vacation, and also I was working on my own little projects, so yeah. So this one's going to be the last one. I just want to finish this feature and that's it. The thing about this feature is, first thing, I never really implement this queue stuff from this library. I know how queue work. I work with that a lot of the time, but with this library, looks like we have some stuff we need to do. You're gonna see it's pretty good, but I got some issues. So I'm gonna show you what you can do to just at least finish what we've done yet, and after that you can go further. If we look at the app, yes, we don't have like this listen now screen where you subscribe and stuff like that. The thing about that, we'll have need the backend to send some kind of push notification when the new stuff is coming. But this tutorial was just React Native, so I didn't want to do that. This thing here at least show you some stuff about the SQLite stuff. Yes, you can do much better than that, doing some kind of drag and drop, whatever you want, but for this tutorial, that was not really the plan. The plan was really more to work with audio player and stuff like that. So that's what we're gonna finish. So in the last one, we did go there. We're able to click play, play an episode, and we have now this queue screen. The issue is if I'm starting the episode 146 and now I'm jumping in episode 139, and we see we have some bug here. Maybe we can fix that. If I click here and I go back there, the queue is empty and we have only one. But the thing is, it's supposed to be two. So what is happening? So if we go back to the code and we go to our player context, the issue it's really when we play. So I've done some bad design here, so we're gonna try to fix that. The issue was if we read this code, it's when I click play, I set a track. If the track is not equal to the current track, we reset. So this is what's happening, we reset. So the resetting, reset the full queue. So each time I'm gonna click on any episode who is not the current one.
In this episode of Full Stack Radio, I talked to Andrew.
It's gonna break up everyone else. This is what we're gonna fix. So for the first thing here, I think it's better to do is to change this logic from here. So the first thing I want to do, we're gonna start here at the top, okay? So I'm gonna keep this line. I'm gonna do if track the ID. If finally we can just keep this one. If current track and track ID equal the current track ID. So finally, if this is already the current one who is playing, why not just playing that? And I'm gonna stop right there. Okay, so we know this place here is when we have no track, and here it's finally when we have a track and it matched the current one. Okay. After that, what we want to do is we're gonna wrap stuff in that try catch, because you're gonna find it quite funny. They have a function here called track player get track. Okay, you need to pass it the track ID. This thing here, it's returning a premises will return the track, but my plan was more like to know if it exists or not. So finally, here it's more like a check. Hey, this thing. So here, check if the track exists in the queue. If the track exists in the queue, I'm gonna jump to the finally, okay? Else I'm gonna jump here. So when I get to the catch, I know the track don't exist. So that's gonna be the place where I'm gonna add the track. So I'm gonna just take this line and put it there, okay? After that, finally, I'm gonna say the current track is gonna be the current one. I'm gonna add half pass. After that, I also want to go to this track, because I think it's like that. If you add to the queue, that don't mean you're gonna be play. You get to the queue, and a queue, the way that work, it's like I think it's you say FIFO, something like that, where it's first in, first out. So the first in is playing right now. If you put another one, it's gonna be after this one. The issue is here in the queue, when someone wants to play another one, we want to play this one right away. So here what you can do, it's errand track player skip. In the skip here, take a track ID. And the skip finally say, if I go to the docs, skip, if I find it, skip to a track in the queue. So finally it's almost like a find-ish, where you find by ID and play this one. And finally, you run play. That's it. So if you don't know what is a catch finally, it's, so I'm try that. If I have an error, I go there. But even if I have an error or it work, we go to this finally. So we're gonna try that. Okay, I'm gonna refresh my screen. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna search full stack. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna play episode 146.
In this episode of Full Stack Radio, Jack and I talk about one.
It's like that. I have one track in the queue. Gonna go and take one from Syntax FM just to do some change. I'm gonna take this first one. I'm gonna click play.
GitHub sponsors,
and now you see we have another issue. We're gonna fix that. But now if I click pause and I go there, you see, and now the track is right there. Something I'm not gonna go in this one is gonna be to manage like the order of the queue. You can change it like if you want, but yeah. So finally this one should be at the top, but at least you see the queue always working. Now the track player keep those two items in the queue. If we look at our terminal, we can see it's an array of track. That's the one in the queue. And you can see we have both. We have the Tailwind stuff 146 and we have the West Bus one. So that's again something to do. Now the only thing I want to do is, you see, if I jump to another episode, so I'm gonna click play here. And I jump to another one. It takes some time. You see what happened? So finally, what I think it's better here in this case is to pause before you do something else. So full stack, I go there, click play. And now I go here. I click play, and now you're gonna see I'm gonna get another issue.
In this episode of Full Stack Radio,
it's again doing the same thing. I don't know why. I've tried to debug that. I think we need to do some kind of timeout, something like that, but it's much more quicker for the pause. So the thing is, I don't know why this pause is saying it's not really like stopping before I go further. So this is the thing to check. But again, it go a bit more further. So here the reason we pause is we want to make sure we stop the current one to play the next one. And the pause use our function pause. So the last thing we want to do for this series is going to be a really simple one. We go there, we have the queue. I will want to be able to click here and jumping to the screen and see the one playing. So if we go to the queue screen, it's pretty simple. We're going to wrap our box here with a touchable opacity. Again, because it's now the first parent in the map, we want it to be the queue. And now when we're going to unpress here, we want to do two actions. We want to call player context, and we didn't have it yet. So we're gonna say const player context equal use player context. Here I'm gonna say player context dot play the track. I'm gonna say await, and I need to have anything. And finally, after that, I'm gonna call the navigation, go back. So I want to go back to the screen. So you see I'm here. I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna click on the West Bus one.
I talk about launching Static 3, GitHub sponsor.
I'm getting there. And now if I go here and I click on this one,
In this episode of Full Stack Radio, Jack and I talk about launching.
you see it was a bit more fast. So what I think it's happening, I think maybe one of the issue we got, it's maybe we should add to the queue before doing other stuff. Again, you can play with that, but this is kind of the idea. It just, I mean, it's asynchronous code sometimes become, yeah. So yeah, so that's it. So I know this series was not like maybe what everyone was thinking, would have been like less feature than everything, but I think we get pretty much deeper than some other tutorial, because I mean we didn't use Expo, so we've learned a lot of stuff about linking thing. I like adding icon and stuff like that, adding library and things like that. Also, we did learn how to play with the context. That was the first tutorial where, for me, I teach about context. I also show you the React Native track player. I think it was pretty good. It's not perfect, but again, it's a tutorial, so I'm here just to help you kind of understanding stuff. After that, you can doing yourself. Also, that was with TypeScript, so for those who follow me, didn't really see a lot of TypeScript. And also we did learn about the new React Navigation API, who also it's pretty not that simple. So I hope you enjoyed this series. Let me know in the comment if you have any question. Again, the code's gonna be on the GitHub, and if you didn't subscribe yet, please subscribe, it means a lot for me, and have a good day everyone. Bye.